welcome to True Heel Heat.
Hey everybody, it's Tony Schiavone of All Elite Wrestling, and this is True Heel Heat, and I said it right, you motherfuckers.
Good morning,
Hello.
friends. Hello. Hi. How are we all doing? Good morning. Sorry for our tardiness.
Your fresh faces, coffee, tea. I got tea.
I need some tea. I didn't get any, but I need tea. Oh, look at your cup, too.
Branded.
Yes. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
Life has been since busy, Rumble? Y'all. Yes, life has been lifing for us.
At this point, we're just going to do the show once a month.
Right.
And I need you guys to expect that from us. Okay.
Yeah. At this point, Mania is busy. It's a lot happening. Sorry. But we love you. You'll see us Fridays, but we love you still.
We love you. And we love Sunday mornings, to be honest. This is so much more chill than everything else, and I absolutely love it.
Yes. No pressure.
Good morning. I see Eric in the chat. I see Ladarius in the chat.
Hi,
I see
guys.
Alex in the chat. What's up, girl? What's up, Ladarius? We love you guys. We haven't been here on a Sunday in a minute, and you guys still show up, and I really appreciate that.
Yes, we just love you. Thank you so much. Appreciate
Alex,
you all.
I'm assuming it's about 4 p.m., ma'am, where you're at.
Good afternoon or good evening, however you want to say it.
SP's yelling at us in our text messages. He's like, what are you talking about? I gave you the link when we launched last year. You know what?
I'm so sorry. Well, okay, see.
Look, SP, a lot's happened, and I changed phones, and it got lost, and I'm sorry. Anyway, so just so you guys know, there is a t-shirt, a Serving Face and Heels t-shirt that you can purchase now if you'd like to purchase.
Oh my God, look at the hoodie.
Right? It's at foryourwear.com. That's FORURWEAR.com. Foryourwear.com. There's True Heel Heat channel merch. Including your Serving Face and Heels. There is a
look at
Serving
that right
Face
there.
and Heels tumbler. Look at that. Look at that.
A t-shirt, okay.
Serving Face and Heels tumbler, y'all. Of course, we knew about this and didn't just find out about it 10 seconds ago.
Right.
Even though he probably sent it to us over a year ago. It's fine. There's Serving Face and Heels merch. If you'd like to get some at foryourwear.com, type in True Heel Heat and you will find it.
Yes.
Me and Krssi will be jumping on that because me and Miss Krssi will be in Philadelphia for Wrestlemania weekend. She will be with the wrestling club. My kids love them so much. Love Victor. Love the fam. You guys are the best. I'm so glad you're going to be there.
I'm so happy to meet you and hug you in person.
I know. Like, we do all these shows together and we've actually never met in person. So this will be fun.
And you would think that we've known each other for like years and seen each other. No.
Send each other Christmas cards and shit. Never met.
Yes, right.
In person. It's fine. You know what? This is the new age pen pal. Okay, this is how it works now. You meet people. Same thing what happened with me and Alex last year. I've been friends with Alex for 4 years, and I just met her at WrestleMania last year in person. So it's just one of those things where eventually you do meet everybody that you love, and we get to meet this year in person. But when we meet, like, we want to wear our True Heel Heat merch, our Serving Face and Heels merch. So I'll be getting that ordered today.
Yeah, I gotta order.
My bad. My bad. Anyway, I miss you too, Alex.
Miss you. Yes.
I plan on visiting France, hopefully sometime soon.
It's just the flights to get over there. It's just
girl.
Oh my God.
Well, I was thinking about going. Is it Backlash that's over there? France has some pay-per-view this year. I think it's Backlash.
Well, at least you get like the whole like media stuff, so they can help that with that part of the whole thing, right?
I know, but the flights are kind of ridiculous. Anyway, don't worry. I've been looking into it. I've been talking to Alex. I'm like, what's the best airport?
Okay.
And I told her I'll probably end up going to Toronto instead for Money in the Bank.
Oh yeah, because that would be the better pay-per-view. And Toronto is Toronto. Like
Toronto, to be honest, the flight is way cheaper. It's only like $300 round trip.
For what?
Yeah.
That's a steal. Oh my God. And I'm closer.
Drive, right?
That's further and you're, oh my God, that's like, maybe I have to go to Arizona and then go to
She's like, hold on, let me fly to Arizona first, then fly. I can't.
Make this like a whole But no, I would love to go to France. That would be so awesome.
Dude.
Oh my
God. I want to so bad, and I want to obviously.
I would love to go to
see France. Where Alex lives and have her show me around. And
I would love that. That would be so fun. Oh, girls trip.
We're gonna go. We're gonna be there, Alex. It's gonna happen.
We got to figure it out.
We're gonna figure it out.
I have to have a yard sale or something or whatever too to get it going.
I did a yard sale yesterday. We made like $400, so that's my Toronto.
Listen, that's I'm about to say that's your flight right there.
Toronto. Done. Done. Anyway, welcome to Serving Face and Heels. We went off on a whole tangent. Buy your Serving Face and Heels merch, True Hill Heat, at ForYouWear.com. Welcome back. Women's wrestling is amazing. It's thriving. It is having the best time. I'm a little upset about something, but we'll get into that later. But a lot has happened since we've been on. Let's just start with Elimination Chamber. Great match, first of all. That's probably my favorite Elimination Chamber match.
The girls killed it. The girls
for the women
great.
Ever.
And they kicked off the show. Good for them.
They kicked off the show. I thought it was an amazing opening match. It kind of set the tone for everything else. Tiffany Stratton, man. Anyone who's been following me and Krssi on this channel knows that we have been Tiffy supporters for a very long time.
Yep.
The reaction she got in Perth was absolutely, I was beside myself because I was not expecting that. I really wasn't.
She showed up and showed out. That's what she did. She's like, I understand my assignment. Let me go. And she was like the MVP of the whole thing.
The MVP of the match.
She was a star. Like
the love that she received from the Australian crowd. I was not expecting. Again, the thing is that with these people who come up from NXT, you don't always expect everybody to know who they are. But I thought WWE has done such a great job in the last year or so, kind of intertwining NXT talent and the main roster seamlessly, that when they do move over, the audience is completely oblivious to who they are.
Yeah.
They've done a great job with that. When Becky was holding the NXT Women's Championship, they made sure to bring up whoever she was feuding with would also be showing up on Raw and main roster and attacking her or being in the audience or whatever it might be. So Tiffany had quite a number of appearances on main roster when she was feuding with Becky. And of course, having a main roster talent go to NXT like they have been also makes people go, oh, let me tune in and watch, the New Day down here, Becky Lynch down here, Natty down here, whoever it is. Baron Corbin down there. Like, it's really helped, I think, streamline some of these NXT talents where they're again not oblivious to who they are. Carmelo has received great reactions. Trick is another one that absolutely surprised me, the way they reacted to him showing up on main roster.
But even what's the one that's with Pete Dunne now? What's his name?
The short guy. Tyler Bate.
It's Tyler Bate that's there.
I can say that because I'm short, guys. It's okay.
Tyler Bate was what's the that's what Del Fantastic. Oh god, damn it.
Santos.
No,
Dragon Lee.
Dragon Lee. Thank you. Santos Escobar said so. Dragon Lee. There's a lot of them that go back and forth, and then they bring them on and they put them there and they put them with these groups, or they have them feud with groups, and now people know who they are. They put them in dark matches, and it's so good to like see them like thriving.
Yeah, no, I think that's something WWE, again, Shawn Michaels and Triple H era have done very well at making sure they're introducing people kind of as you go before they make a main roster debut. So you're not completely oblivious to who they are, what the character is, if you should boo them, if you should hate it, like, who knows? The only one that was kind of abrupt was Elektra, because she was face. and NXT going against
what's the girl's name?
The really pretty one with the
yes.
booty. Valerie Lareda.
Yes.
Right. Sorry. I'm just saying something, y'all. She was feuding with her. She was kind of facing it, and then they brought her up to main roster with Legado, which I'm completely okay with, by the way. I was actually very happy they did that. But now she's heel.
Right.
Just like that. And I'm like, that was kind of abrupt. Another thing that they've done well is kind of keeping. So for most part, they've kind of kept all the characters the same. Tiffany Stratton is still her. Yeah. Braun Breaker is still him. Carmelo is still, I mean, he's heel now. But to the point, it's not an abrupt change like before. I mean, the best example is probably Karrion Kross, how he was booked in NXT and then he got brought up and he was wearing like the G-string thing, dominatrix, whatever, that Vince McMahon would do. And it's not that kind of abrupt change. They're keeping the characters consistent. They're the same. The people that you loved in NXT are the same ones you're getting on main roster. So I just thought that was seamlessly done well, which I think then contributes to the reactions that they are getting from the main roster crowds. Tiffany's did again set me back. I love all the love she was receiving. She was getting bigger cheers than Bianca and Becky in Australia, which is kind of insane to think about because those are two huge names on the main roster. So good for her.
The only thing I was sad about is that she took out Naomi in a roll up, and I think it was not supposed to happen that way, but that's what happened, and I was sad about that. And I was like, why is Naomi the first one to get out? No. Thank you, ma'am. Naomi just got back and we're doing this to her. This is not right. We need to fix this.
We'll get into the Naomi chat here soon. But overall, the match was amazing. Every single woman to me in that match shined. They all had their moments, their spots. Tiffany, definitely the MVP. Becky Lynch won the Elimination Chamber match, which I think most of us were expecting to go on and face Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania 40, a match I'm certainly looking forward to. However, that does not come without some bumps in the road. We are 35 days away from WrestleMania. Oh
my God, 35.
And if you think about in the past under Vince McMahon, you would get your Rumble winner, they'd pick their person. You would get your Chamber winner, they'd pick their person. And then we're on this very long, drawn out road to WrestleMania that had no curves. And they'd just be like, okay, cool. And then they do the backstage fight, and then they would do a contract signing, and then they do one promo by themselves, and then it was the same fucking formula for years.
You sound so tired, like, oh my, like you said, it's so long drawn, like this and that.
Because I feel like anyone who's rocked with WWE for as long as we have, like we were just used to a formula, and we would be there to cheer on our favorite people, but it was kind of like, can you do something different? Well, they're finally doing something different. They're giving us curves and bumps and swerves, and because now you have all the people talking about they're adding Liv to the match. They're adding Nia to the match. They're adding. I'm like, no,
we don't need that.
These people are bumps on the road to Becky versus Rhea. I was like, that's always going to be the end game. Now, in case some big fan swell up happens and they want to add somebody, that's very possible. I'm not saying things can't change. But the end game has always been Becky versus Rhea at WrestleMania. But now we have some bumps in the road, some uncertainties, if you will. You're feeling a little confused. Like, is it Liv? Like, now we have Liv versus Becky happening on Raw. We just had Becky versus Nia last week on Raw. They keep interrupting each other and fighting each other. And we're like, where is this going? It's keeping you tuned in. There's stuff happening on the road to WrestleMania. It's a long road between Rumble and Mania. It's a long road between Elimination Chamber and Mania. So they have to give you something to hook you. So it's not so obvious we're getting to just Becky versus Rhea and just Bayley versus Io.
But I feel like that they have like these people that feel like those girls are entitled to be a part of that event. And which is great that you feel that way. I'm happy that you're standing for these women. You know what I'm saying? We need all of the people standing behind the women and like uplifting them. That's great. However, I think they're missing the formula of how all of this works.
Correct. I think it's because part of it is we're not used to it. to my point, it was the same formula.
Mm-hmm.
There was barely ever any swerves on your road to WrestleMania, right? Remember, Kofi Mania was an anomaly. That just kind of
it happened after it happened right to Elimination Chamber. It happened like right there when he did the gauntlet match, and they were like pulled.
Remember, that was supposed to be Mustafa Ali.
Yes, yeah.
He got injured.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Kofi took his place, and then all of a sudden, Kofi Mania
happened,
started, and was on the rise. That was an anomaly. That was something that was not planned, and it just happened, right? So it's one of those things where we're not used to getting so many twists and turns on the road to WrestleMania that involve other people, right? Mm-hmm. So, of course, you have Liv saying, oh, my revenge tour has always and always will be ending with Rhea and the title. And because she keeps saying that, everyone's like, well, obviously she's being added. And I'm like, what? What? No, this is a way to make sure the women who are on top of the card or even in the middle of the card are getting something to do, are involved in other storylines that will break off and branch off into other storylines.
Yes, I agree.
For the first time, we have layers to things, which has been missing for years. Every now and then we get it in the women's division, but it just didn't happen often. So we're finally getting layers.
This is what Patrick is saying. He says WWE should add 2 mid-card titles to the women's division for one for SmackDown and Raw. I'm fine with that. However, Patrick, I feel like one title, okay, one, but I don't want it to get lost like the tag titles. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's something
but a one mid-card title, and I've been saying this for years, is way easier to book than tag team. Tag team, especially for women's division, there are very few women's tag teams that started together in NXT and have gone up. So it's usually some mishmash of singles talent that they're putting
together
in a tag division.
And expect us to like know what it is. Yes.
I'm not necessarily upset about. I'm not mad about it. It sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. But booking a singles mid-card title would be so much easier because you do have so much singles talents that are not tag team.
Yeah.
That weren't meant to be tag team. And I do feel like that's the fallback. When they don't have something for people who aren't fighting for the big titles, they don't really know what to do with them. So they just kind of put them in the tag title scene and pair them up. And I'm like, it's actually a bad thing. They do this almost every Mania season. And then right after Mania season, it's all dropped. And you're like,
what happened? You had us vested in this and it's gone. Yep.
Again, I have higher hopes now with Triple H in charge. We've been doing a lot of non-title feuds, a lot more than we were. So I am kind of hoping there's some follow through. People are like, well, what's Tiffany doing? What's Bianca doing? Have to just wait.
Right, yeah. Mone says, I feel like people also forget Paul Triple H is a long-term booker. He probably also is doing this stuff to have feuds after Mania as well. Absolutely. 100% agree with you, Mone, for sure. Absolutely.
So about this. If Rhea retains at WrestleMania, if she beats Becky, because that's what it's going to be, right? It's going to be Becky versus Rhea. Now Rhea has a feud. Liv now has that chip on her shoulder because she didn't make it to Mania. And she said that her revenge tour is always to end with Rhea. So you now have a feud for Rhea coming out of WrestleMania, whether she has the title or not, to be honest with you, because it's one of those things where the beef is personal for Liv. I'm sure obviously we'd love the title to be involved. However, if it's not, her and Rhea now have a singles title feud or a singles feud with a non-title singles feud, is what I'm trying to say. That is interesting and people are invested in.
Yeah.
Regardless, if Becky wins, so think about this: if Becky wins the title at Mania, then her and Nia still have unfinished business. She has her first title feud outside of WrestleMania. If Rhea doesn't win, she has Liv, which is a feud that they can have after WrestleMania. They have to build and put these things in so that way, because again, that also used to happen. Think about WrestleMania 35, right? The women main evented. Big deal, huge deal. Becky just beat Ronda Rousey, who at the time was the biggest name to beat. Impossible. She did the impossible. And then they had nothing for her after that.
Afterward, yep.
They were fucking Lacey Evans. Lacey Evans. You just had the biggest match ever in the women's division history against Ronda Rousey and Charlotte Flair, and then you get Lacey Evans.
Yeah,
they had nothing for her.
Yep.
And until Sasha Banks came back, I don't know if you remember, they had nothing for her. Then Sasha came back, and they were like, "Oh, okay, here we go, big feud, right?" And it was a huge feud. It was fun. It was amazing. They did an incredible job in Hell in the Cell.
Yeah.
It was insane. But until Sasha came back, they had nothing for her because they had not built any other women. Ronda just kept beating everybody. They weren't having any other feuds outside of that. And so it just fell flat almost.
Yeah.
So to me, for the first time, we will now have after Mania feuds kind of already set in motion. You have Jade Cargill waiting in the wings, right? You have
you don't even know what she's doing. Like she's been waiting. Like
we have Trinity waiting in the wings. Like whether they have something for her at Mania or not. Naomi. You have Naomi waiting in the wings. We have possible Julia who could be coming. You have Liv. You have some returning superstars. You might have Sonya. You might have an Alexa Bliss. I think it was posted that someone's working on a new jacket and gear for her. I'm just saying we don't know when she's coming back. However, you have all these women who could come back. Carmella. We have all these women who could be coming back into the fold as well. The women's division is stacked. You have Tiffany Stratton sitting here with great momentum. It can go several different ways. So there's a lot to look forward to, which is amazing.
Guys, I see a lot of you in the chat. Please like us. Send us a super chat. We are a self-funded brand podcast. So yes, please like us, share, subscribe with your friends really quickly with us. I didn't mean to interrupt you, friend. I just had to share.
It's fine. I'm glad you said it because I always forget to say it. What's up? I see Justin. I'm going to say this wrong.
Safet is correct. Yes.
Thank you.
Right. Yes.
What's up? Patrick, what's up? Patrick, thank you for the congratulations. I will be at Mania as media, which I am so excited. This is my second Mania as media. The first time, no, I was shadowing someone else under their name. This is the first time I made it with my own name. So I am so excited and proud of that. But I will be there. If you just came in and missed it, me and Krssi will actually be both at Mania. It will be the first time we're meeting each other in person. Believe it or not. There is Serving Face in the Hills merch.
Yep.
That you can purchase on foryourwear.com. So me and Krssi plan on rocking that. While we are there, we obviously get a photo in our Serving Face in Hills merch. But anyway, we were talking about Elimination Chamber and kind of the fallout from that and whatever. And so Becky obviously rolled up Liv. It seems like Liv might be kind of on the verge of a turn here.
Turning heel? Sure.
Yeah. Cry about it.
Cry
about it, Krssi.
I don't need to cry about it. I'm happy to see. I want to see a little change in her. I was tired of the it's getting very stagnant. And I'm like, again, like, why do we need to add Liv into these things? Because, it's the regular Liv. Like, nothing is different about, nothing is just Liv.
People don't want to hear what I have to say because I will have a whole bunch of people mad at me. I am followed by a lot of Liv fans. And so I'm not trying to ruffle feathers. You know how I am. Keep it positive.
Hey, with your chest, friend.
I like the new fire in her. I like this kind of no BS. I kind of like the more toughness, if you will. I don't really know if that's a word. More toughness, being more tough, whatever. Yeah, I'm liking that. She needed that.
We definitely needed a change or like a fire lit underneath her because it wasn't going anywhere.
They were like, oh, this should be Liv versus Rhea at WrestleMania.
Why?
And I've never seen that as a big money match, personally. Personally. And I think that would make some people upset, and I apologize. I just don't see Liv in that light. I think she's great. I think she's a great worker. And I think she has a great face for branding and everything like that, and great attitude. I just don't when you say Liv versus Rhea, I just don't get excited about it. Like, yeah, it'd be cool to see the story. Like, they do have a story there.
But I think also there's other stories that Rhea has as well that are a little bit bigger than the Liv one.
Oh yeah, Rhea and Becky is bigger than Rhea and Liv. Rhea and that's just for name alone. I'm not talking about the story.
Correct.
Name alone. You have two of the best women to ever step in the ring who basically have respect for one another, but they're like, all right, who's the better woman though, right? Then you have Rhea and Bianca waiting in the wing. And you know when those two clash, it's going to be insane, right? Cohen Monet said face Rhea versus heel Liv would be different and fun dynamic. I have to agree. I don't know if Rhea will ever be face, but she could definitely be a tweener in the situation, and let Liv being the more
the aggressive of the
aggressor and heel in that, I think would be a great dynamic. You're right.
Thank you, Ladarius, for your super chat. We appreciate you. You guys are the best. Keep rocking. Thank you, Ladarius. You've always been a supporter of ours. We appreciate you. Some hearts for you, friend.
Yes, you've always been one of the best and biggest supporters of our channel.
Yes,
of me, of Krssi, of women in the media industry. You are the best. I hope that's another person one day I hope to meet in person as well.
Yes.
But yes, there's so many people I need to meet in person. Queen Monet is another one. Justin's another one. All of you, to be honest, I'd love to meet in person one day. But anyway, so we're at the point now. So it's Becky versus Rhea. There's a lot of twists and turns with Liv involved and Nia involved, and a lot of questioning, like who's going to be added? Is anyone being added? What's happening? In my opinion, it is still Rhea versus Becky in the end. This is just your road bumps to get there. It's story building. It's layers. Now you have after stories for After Mania, which is something that was not always done. As Queen Monet said, Triple H is a long-term booker. He is not just looking at the next month. He's looking at the next 6 months. Money in the Bank, where he wants to go with that, who he wants to win it. There's a reason why Tiffany has so much momentum. I'm assuming she's probably top contender at this point for Money in the Bank.
Absolutely. Can we just say how awesome and how great Nia has been since she's come back?
God. I just need people to give her stuff. You don't have to like her personal takes. You don't have to like her personal views. I don't give a shit about what Lena likes. All I'm cared about is how she shows up in the ring and on my TV and as a character. And she has brought so much to this division, this run. I just think she has been phenomenal. She looks incredible. She's lost a lot of weight. And even as someone who has lost weight as well, like it's hard. It's hard. And I don't even have her type of travel schedule. So the fact that she's able to do that, she's in her top peak performance right now. I love the character, the dynamic she's brought to the women's division. Whenever she's in the ring, you're very unsure of how things are gonna go, right?
She's been so good. This heel character of hers is phenomenal. Even her wrestling has changed and gotten better. Like the match she had changed. The match she had in Perth was, one of her best matches.
Her versus Rhea was amazing. Her versus Becky. They have amazing chemistry. I'll be honest. I did message her and I was like, color me surprised. I'm like, you and Nia have some incredible chemistry. And it's just one of those things where I'm just like, maybe this person was in there all along. She just needed, she looks more focused. Yeah. She looks more in it. Like mind-wise.
She had to probably like be away and disconnect from it to like find the passion that she can show, and it shows on TV now, I feel like.
It does. And I just think she's doing a phenomenal job. So give her flowers. The women's division needed her. I really do believe that. You were kind of missing. You had Piper there, but they don't have Piper playing that uber bad girl role.
Right.
Nia is one of those people who's like, I don't give a shit who I gotta run through. Like, that's not Piper, right? She's strong and she is phenomenal, but she doesn't have that anger that Nia can portray.
Correct.
So I really do appreciate having her there. I think she's doing great. So I'm excited to see what's next for her. I wouldn't be mad if they put the title on her eventually sometime next year. Like I would not be mad about it.
One of them could go. I wouldn't be mad at that either as well. Like she deserves that, I think.
She's done a great job. This is the thing I love about big girls and big boys.
For 2 months.
And I hate to say his name because of all the shit going on, but Brock Lesnar is probably the biggest one I can think of. The way he puts over people in the ring is incredible. Yep. He's a master at it. I hope more people would watch back like kind of how he does it, because he's so good at it. And Nia has become good at that. She's become really good at putting smaller people, or people everyone's pretty much smaller than her. The people she's facing in the ring over. She's been selling her ass off for them, moving in that ring like crazy for them. It's a partnership, and she's just really stepped up her game. So props to her. Great job, Nia. Anyway, so Elimination Chamber, we're off to WrestleMania. Let's talk about the other big women's storyline. Again, layers. So this storyline's been building for what, 2 years?
Yes.
Which is kind of upsetting that they won't get the main event because The Rock decided to fucking return, but whatever. Because I do believe it deserves it. Io versus Bayley has its layers, right? It's had layers. And, we had Dakota Kai, who seemed like she was in her corner. However, obviously, I think a lot of us knew not to trust Dakota because she's turned on Tegan. She's turned on Raquel.
Yeah.
There is a pattern with Dakota. And so we're like, no, Bayley, don't trust her. And sure enough,
she did it anyway. We told her. We warned you.
We warned her. She turned on Bayley at SmackDown when I was there live. And actually had a sign that said Bayley DTA at the show. And that's because you don't trust Dakota, and you shouldn't have.
Don't.
And she did turn on her. So now we have this cool dynamic where Bayley is kind of in the same spot Jey Uso was, right? Where he did a lot of bad things, and people aren't necessarily forgiving him right away. Same thing with Bayley, right? She did a lot of bad things. Yes, were her intentions good? Of course. She wanted Damage Control to be the best. She wanted to bring these women up from NXT, back from injury, and just really put them on the map in a big way. And she did that. But unfortunately, to do that, she burned a lot of bridges. She backstabbed a lot of people. She tortured Bianca, tormented her for years. And so not everyone is so forgiving of that right away.
And she can't find a friend that is willing to, or being there for it. And I wish they would have done more of that, showing like people like her trying to like either like get help. I feel like the Dakota turn happened too fast, but I mean, we're here now. Like, I feel like it should have went another week maybe, but whatever.
I think everyone knew. I think WWE knew everyone was waiting for it. So they're like, you know what? It's just
the execution for me. That's all it was. Like, we knew it was going to happen. It's just like the way it happened. I just feel like it was just, it felt rushed. Like, we knew it was happening. We knew that Dakota was like the chess player. Like, she's the one that's she's the puppeteer. She's making all of this happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's shown and everything. Like, oh no, Bayley, they're fine. Don't worry about it. Like, she was the person that was like trying to assure Bayley that everything was good when we all knew that was not what it was.
Right.
So for me, with the long-term booking of that, the execution for me of like her not tagging in, like let Bayley like fight by herself and like let Dakota get, like, we didn't even see no one attack her. Like, let her be attacked again in the back, and Bayley could have like done the match by herself and then came out and be like, no, I'm not gonna say, like, something like that. More of like put more depth, like layers to the onion. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Well, and so I don't know if that's because well, so this storyline has gotten both feedback, right? It's taking too long. Why are they dragging this out? Okay, now they did it too quickly. So it's one of those things where it's like, okay.
Damn if you do and damn if you don't.
Again, we have 35 days till Mania, right? So to your point, could they have drawn out the turn quicker or drawn it out more? Possibly, but it depends on where they're going for Mania. So now you have a confrontation from Jade Cargill in the back with Damage Control after they attacked Bayley.
Right.
You had a run-in with Naomi with Damage Control. You also had a backstage segment with Naomi and Bianca.
Right.
Which I think was very important. Again, I love the realistic way we are doing things. The fans are not dumb. The audience is not dumb, right? In the Vince era, if Bayley turned face, Bianca would have come out and rescued her.
Yes, that's true. That's right? True. You're right.
In the Triple H era, Bianca, who has been tormented by Damage Control, mostly by Bayley,
I don't feel sorry
for
the
last 2 years, she was like, she got what was coming to her. Sorry, not sorry, right? Yep. That is how most people will probably react in real life. If someone had been tormenting you for 2 years, then whoever turned on them and you're like, they got what's coming to them.
That's true. You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. That
Bianca
is true.
Also, so this was a big question. Bianca also was the tension between her and Naomi. There was a little tension. Bianca mentioned more than once, you weren't here. You weren't here.
You don't even know what happened, right?
You have no clue what's been happening over here for the last 2 years, right?
You're right. You're right.
And why did they have her say that? So some people are like, her and Naomi gonna fight? Like, is this gonna lead to something? So I had tweeted, like, back when Jade Cargill confronted them. And I was like, what if at Mania you have the Kabuki Warriors versus Jade and Bianca? Like, maybe Jade recruits Bianca and says, let's take out Damage Control once and for all, right? Which would be amazing that's a good first match to me for Jade. That way it's not all on her. There is a tag match going on. Okay. But that's a way to get her to Mania without putting too much pressure on her right from the start. However, now Naomi's involved. So some people are like, okay, what if it's Dakota and the Kabuki Warriors versus Naomi, Jade, and Bianca? I'm okay with that. The problem is the tag titles need to be defended. And if you make it a 6-woman tag match, you can't really defend the titles that way. So,
well, they don't put like about 4 teams or like how many other teams together to make one tag match at WrestleMania for the women to get like some time on the show, the other girl. So,
oh no, a tag match is gonna happen. I'm just trying to figure out how Jade, Naomi, and Bianca
are
getting involved. Some people said Bianca versus Tiffany will happen, but Tiffany was out there last week. They didn't even interact or even have anything to do with one another. So I'm like,
very true.
So I'm just kind of waiting it out to see kind of where they're going with this. There's a reason why Jade and Naomi confronted Damage Control, or at least, had run-ins with them. I don't know if they're going to end up coming to Bayley's aid. What they need, I am looking forward to a segment backstage or in ring or wherever it happens where Bayley runs into Bianca. That needs to happen.
Yeah.
And Bayley should be apologizing and saying, I'm sorry that we did all that to you. I need it not to be enough for Bianca and her being like, thanks for the apology and all, but
like, girl, I'm not the bestest of like people of you right now, but I just wanted to give you like I just gotta like say like I'm sorry, and Bianca be like, girl, bye, like, and just walk away.
Basically, that's what I'm saying. I could see Bianca being like, thanks for the apology, but I'm good, right?
I don't need the apology. That
you understand, guys. 2 years they have been tormenting this woman, and so it shouldn't just be okay with an apology. But I do need them to have a couple run-ins, here and there. I think on the road to WrestleMania. So I think it would be cool, if they kind of do this thing. Do you remember what was it? I think it was Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Do you remember how KO would not forgive Sammy?
Yes.
Do you remember?
Absolutely.
And then eventually they end up hugging. Like, I kind of want that to happen, where you have Bianca and Bayley's like trying to make amends, trying to get on her good side. Bianca's like not having it. And then at Mania, when Damage Control tries to attack Bayley or something, all of a sudden Bianca comes out and takes him or whatever. And then they just have this huge hug after Bayley wins or something. I don't know. That's what I see. That's what I'd like to happen. But again, where's Naomi coming in on this? Where's Jade? There's a reason why they're intermixing. It could be for, again, after Mania storylines, right? Triple H is adding layers to things so we can also have stories after Mania happens. So I'm very curious to see how this all goes down. Again, a lot of exciting things happening. Chelsea Green, I just need her at Mania. I don't care what she's doing. I was like, can she Mania?
Oh my God, that would be great for her. They're not going to do it though, but that would be awesome.
I know.
Because it would be such theatrics and it would be so good.
Yes.
But they're not going to do
it. Anyway, so we have some exciting Mania stuff happening. The road to WrestleMania is underway. We have 35 days, I believe. I don't know who's going to be at the media junket, but if y'all have questions you want me to ask certain people, send them to me. DM me. And I'll try and get your questions in if that person's there. I'm assuming they usually have the champions there. At least one of them. So Io might be there.
They have 2 scrums each night?
Not the conference. This is the media junket. So that happens Friday morning.
Yes,
yes. Well, and they usually have at least one of the champions there. So either Rhea or Io, or they might have both. So I would suspect to be Io, Dakota, and Krssi. Well, probably, and maybe Asuka might be there. And then like Damage Control as a whole will probably be there. Maybe Rhea for a little bit. Seth might be there. Roman's never there, so he's not gonna be there. But or their challengers. They also like to put Natty in there because she's a great spokesman for the WWE. Maxine might be there. Zoe Stark, they actually really love Zoe Stark at these things. Alpha Academy, Gunther will probably be there. This is just off the top of my head. Maybe some NXTers, so Carmelo might be there, or Trick.
New Day should be there probably.
New Day sometimes does. So we'll see.
Where is Big E? Oh my God.
I know. And because who are they feuding with? I know this is not women's, but who are they feuding with right now?
Oh, they're feuding with
Viking Raiders?
Imperium.
Thank you. I'm like, they're feuding with someone right now, and I cannot. I just want the Viking Raiders or Big E to show up so bad. So I'm like, can Big E be on commentary at least for Mania? Like, that would be really cool. In some aspect, I just need him.
He can host, like he can do it. He'll get the crowd ready and pumped.
He can do it. Speaking of WrestleMania season, it is also Hall of Fame season.
Yes.
Bull Nakano. They definitely lost that feud already. I know, but they're still feuding. Sorry. Bull Nakano has been inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, or she will be, excuse me. The 2024 WWE Hall of Fame. It was announced last week.
She's our woman for the season. Yes.
So happy for her. She is extremely happy. And guys, hold on to your butts, okay? She commented or in an interview said that she thinks she still has one match in her.
Ooh.
And she mentioned possibly teaming up with Medusa, who is somebody who she has fought most of her career, right? Teaming up Medusa to take on the Kabuki Warriors. Guys, I died.
What?
Right? From last interview from last week. Right.
Oh my God.
She said I might have one match left in me. So a lot of people were like, oh, okay, like, oh my God, she's on Asuka by herself. And then she's like, if I might team up Medusa and just take on the Kabuki Warriors. And I'm like, OMG. If they actually can make that happen.
Wow.
Dude. I would probably mark out a little bit. Anyway, Bull Nakano has been inducted or will be inducted to the WWE Hall of Fame along with Paul Heyman. Much deserved. Paul Heyman's one of the best attributes to WWE, but in front of the camera and behind the camera.
If it wasn't
for him, we wouldn't have minds.
Yes, we wouldn't have ECW. He's brought a lot of wrestlers. He's, he's helped a lot of people along his path of where he's gotten to today. He's done so much. So I can't wait to see who inducts him. That's one that's going to be
great. I know everyone keeps asking. I made a joke that Kayla could do it, and Kayla's like, absolutely, I'm on board. I'm available. I was like, just for the comedy of it all, I would like it to be Kayla. But I think it should be somebody. Some people said Tommy Dreamer should do it. I think someone said Stone Cold Steve Austin, which makes sense as well. I don't know. He has some options, and I was like,
maybe they can have more than one. Yeah,
I was like, it might be multiple people because he has touched
so many people,
different people in different aspects, in their careers, and I'm like, and different decades of their careers, right? Of his own career.
He might cry. I'm so excited to see like this softer side of Paul.
I don't know. Do you think he'll cry? He might cry.
This is a good one. I think that's a good one.
Yeah, Dudley Boys. I think Bully Ray mentioned that he's like, I'll make myself available. I'll be there. Some people said CM Punk. Yes, it probably will be just to get CM Punk there.
Right.
I mean, for the pop alone.
Paul still owes me some money. Like, I get paid for a couple of things. Right. It'll be so funny and have some good stories in there. So I
would like to see multiple people induct him, if I'm being honest. Like maybe have Punk be the final one. Right. I would like to see Bully say something and Tommy Dreamer say something.
Maybe a good video package.
Ooh. Yeah, I was like, I would like to see, and then maybe have Punk actually do the physical induction in the ring after SmackDown. So we'll see. I think that was a great option. US Express was also announced this week. So congratulations to them. Another fun tag team, an amazing talent. Obviously, that whole family is like one of the most talented, period. So I am, I'm like, I'm trying to think of the word. I'm like, just period. So we will see. Who inducts them?
Yeah,
who inducts
that's true. That's true, SP. You're absolutely right on that one.
Say that's what the video packs for. They'll always have multiple people talking about the inductee's career. I know, but I was thinking live. Maybe multiple people say stuff, but I think it'll take up too much time. So they'll probably put them in a video package. But have CM Punk actually be the one to be there to call his name out and have Paul come down. To your point, we never really see Paul get emotional, so I kind of want to see this.
I want to see this because it's something about when you have to give the person their flowers when they're here.
Yeah,
it says so many different things and so many layers. So I think that's why.
SP said they only got an hour. They can go over SP, okay?
Oh, the Hall of Fame is only an hour. Okay, well,
it's on Peacock. It'll be fine.
Right. That exactly.
It'll be fine. Let them go.
They can pay extra.
If you know how long the Undertaker's fucking speech was? I felt like I was sitting there for 3 hours. I'm like, okay, sir, let's wrap it up.
And they better give him the same thing. Get him have a little microphone on his his cheek or whatever, and do the whole spiel or whatnot. I don't know.
And Paul can talk. Okay,
and I'm sure he can.
He might be there for a while saying his thank yous. Anyway,
we're getting off topic.
So congratulations to them. Those are the nominees for WWE Hall of Fame so far to be inducted. I'm assuming there might be more. Queen Mone, the Taker speech was so long I fell asleep. Girl.
Listen.
Girl. I think I got up and got a snack, came back. He was still talking. I was like, okay. We're still going. Some people said he pulled back the curtain too much because the Undertaker's always been a mysterious character, but I'm like, at this point, he's retired. Like, you can show people now. It's fine. Anyways, congratulations to them, the inductees. Next big news is big business.
big business.
Coming this Wednesday to AEW Dynamite.
If you don't know, you must be living underneath a rock.
No. Now I heard someone might be there.
And it's in Boston.
And they spelled business with $2 signs, so that's
money.
And they spelled Boston with $2 signs, so that's And someone's from Boston. Thinking.
And then they've been just signing people just galore.
They have, and I have mixed feelings about it, but look.
Wait, hold on, sidebar. What's your feelings, friend? Tell me.
I feel like they already have a plethora of people that they aren't using very well. WWE had the same issue 2 or 3 years ago, and a lot of people were just kind of sitting in the back and they had nothing to do. Now, given that was under Vince McMahon. So to me, as long as you're signing people and they all are involved in storylines and whatever, great.
So my friend, you have to start watching Wednesdays a little bit more so you can see the stories develop. Don't twitch up your face.
I catch all the highlights.
No, you need to be vested. Invest in the time. Don't do that. I don't have time either, but I make it.
I keep trying.
Girl, no, listen, okay. These big signings
the person I'm excited about, to be honest, has been what's it called? Jesus. Deonna.
Oh, Deonna. Okay.
And Toni Storm. Look, they are making strides in the women's division. I'm enjoying every bit of it. Even Thunder Rosa coming back has like this new fire about her, and like I'm absolutely enjoying so much what you're doing with the women. Queen Aminata. That girl is stunning.
She is one of my favorite. That's why I'm telling you, girl, don't let the product. You have to be vested into the product to like see what happens. TK is trying, trust me, and it's getting better.
He is. I'm not saying he isn't.
But I just said if you're going to sign a lot of people, being used properly, so
make sure that I didn't say used properly. I'm just saying make sure they have something to do. It's the same issue that is going on. Not as much anymore, but it's the same issue that WWE has sometimes. Like they don't know quite what to do with people. Especially so. For instance, Austin Theory. I like his pairing with Grayson Waller, but I'm like,
Vince threw him down our throat so much when he was in charge.
Correct. And now he just feels like he's not that I need him in my. Not that I don't want him as champion, but like the character just feels lost now. And I'm like, maybe he needs to do something new. So at least it's on TV, I guess. I don't know. You have Bronson Reed. Like you have all these people, you have all this potential, but you have all these really long title reign holders right now. And so nothing's changing. Does that make sense? Like you have Gunther who's had the title forever. You have Roman who's had the title forever. Seth has held the title, I think, now for 250 some odd days. And Rhea's obviously been champion since last Mania, which I think is a great title reign.
That's to SP's point. And my point is that you got to see that they're not just on Dynamite. They're on Rampage, Collision. Oh my God, ROH, girl, you got to get ROH in your. They're doing a lot over there. It's just not on per TV, but they're doing stuff with those people in the different platforms on those times. So just give it a chance, friend. I'm telling you, you're gonna like it. Okay. Don't twitch up your face like
that. To be honest, I think I told you last time we were on here that I was going to an AEW Dynamite.
Right. Yes. Okay.
I had a great time.
See?
Now, being someone who has been a WWE person for so long, I'm used to their TV production. I'm used to their live events. Right? There is a difference.
It's definitely a difference. There is a difference.
To me, AEW felt more like a live event. And what I mean by that is it felt more relaxed. It felt more like a family. It felt more, I don't know the word. It just felt more laid back. Does that make sense? It felt like a family, kind of. When you go to WWE TV, it's very structured, right? And it's very I hate to say cold, but it's a production, right? They're very like, and they just stay on top of things. AEW felt like we're here to have fun and we're here to show out and like We want our fans to have a good time. Like even in between the like during the commercials, they're just having a lot of fun with the audience and like doing a lot of talking to them. And WWE does some of that stuff, like they do the DX cam and show your signs. But like the ring announcer was actually going out and talking to people.
Yes.
And like, where are you from? Like, how'd you get here? Like, just there was a difference.
Sign, yes.
And so I kind of get why like the AEW live events are so lit. Like and the energy was just high the whole time. Whole time. So I had a lot of fun. I did.
Yeah, see, look, thank you, SP. RH has been having, they're doing a women's tournament.
I was there for the tournament. I text y'all. I was there for the start of the tournament, I should say. They had started it that night or filming it that night.
Thank you, Chuck Berries. We appreciate you. Great job, ladies.
First of all, I just want to say I love your name. Chuck Berries. That is an amazing name.
We appreciate you,
by the way. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Go Bayley and Mercedes Mone. Absolutely. So that's where we were going. So big business. It is expected that Mercedes Mone will be making her long-awaited debut this Wednesday on Dynamite.
I'll be there.
It's obviously been reported that she's getting paid a lot. We don't know. It's just a report. I'm assuming she is. Good for her. She's also met some criticism because she just did an interview for the first time in a very long time, talking kind of about things that have happened in the last 2 years. And she says, "Oh, I'll be back in WWE eventually." Right? I think that's something, number one, most of us expected anyway, right? We knew she wasn't done. I think we all said that we kind of wanted her to go do other things.
Before she
I felt like there was a lot more people to wrestle and see and accomplish before she goes back to WWE. I hate to say it, but if she did go back to WWE, she's kind of wrestled all those people already who are kind of at the top. So,
but
maybe not Rhea Ripley.
But they also didn't feel like she was like top star quality power as the other girls were being, treated. Correct. So what does that tell a person?
Okay. Correct. I mean, and that's what I'm saying. I think she would still be lost in the fold and they wouldn't probably treat her quite the star that she is. And so if AEW gives that to her, wonderful. Again, like I said, they're making wonderful strides in their women's division. The character building and the storylines, and they're kind of getting layers to their women's division as well. And so if Mercedes can help that much more while putting on amazing matches and making more money, look, good for her, man. Good for her. And I think that's what most people wanted for her. Yeah. And so I'm excited to see what they do. I think some people have said one of her first feuds might be a returning Britt Baker. Britt's kind of taken some time off, kind of been in the behind the scenes for AEW and not so much in the forefront. And so there's a lot of great stories to be had, obviously with Deonna. That would be amazing. Toni Storm.
I'm about to say, can you imagine her and Toni Storm? Like Toni just being there like, who is this? Luther?
I just want her to say, I've never seen this woman before. Like, right? Like, just say something, knowing that she did know her as Sasha Banks, just being like, I've never heard, or maybe, I don't know if they're bringing in Sasha as a face or a heel. But if they have her just come up to Toni and be like, hey, like, good long time no see. And just Toni Storm looking at her like, who is this? Like, what is this? Get it away from me, right? Like, whatever it might be. There's a lot of fun potential to be had, I think, in the women's division. With the addition of Mercedes Mone, I think she'll bring on a lot of new eyes, especially in the crew, right? A lot of the crew do not watch AEW, as many of them have tweeted before, but a lot of them are tweeting about it now because Mercedes will be there.
Right.
It will bring some extra eyes. They just got Okada as well, which I know a lot of people are excited about. So there's a lot of fun things happening, I think, with AEW. They have a brand new look.
That would be great.
I want Toni to call her Mercedes Banks.
And you could, I could so.
And then have Mercedes go, you can call me whatever you want. It's all money.
Yeah.
Right?
Let's go.
Someone clip it and tweet it to her so she can do it. Thank you.
Clip that.
Clip that. Send it to her.
And send it real and get us more likes on our episode. I promise you. Just put it on Twitter. We'll get us more likes on this episode. Clip it. At this point, we're at an hour right now. This hour mark. Okay, great. Thanks.
TM.
Sasha Mone.
No, I think that would be great actually if they did that.
She does.
But anyway, so she's going to be making her debut. There's also a lot of fun matches planned for Big Business as well. I don't know. I think that she will bring a lot of new eyes and a lot more excitement, even more so for fans of hers. And
I think
good for her, man, for betting on herself.
Right. I think they just want to just see her work because it just so happened that she went out and then she got injured, which was like so unfortunate. So they're ready to see her rock out and just like go. Just take your time though.
I agree. Take your time though. Yeah, no, I'm excited. Just to see all these new feuds she's gonna have. To be honest with you, maybe I'll actually tune in now, live. I've gone back and watched stuff. I just don't watch it live. Y'all need to leave me alone. Look.
But we need viewership. We need you. We need eyes on the product live. We need live product because Wednesday was a great episode and not a lot of people watch it, which is not, we said this yesterday on True Hill. Their production. No.
That's
PR.
why I can't. That's why I haven't.
The PR people. The people
that when I was there live, it seemed like a different show than when you go watch it on TV. Does that make sense?
Right.
The live experience is wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
When I try and watch it on TV, it comes off bland, and I don't know why. I can't get into it. And I've tried.
The brand now is they have bright. Wednesday show looked like a big, fresh, new thing that they have going on. Yes, my baby is there now. Oh, Will Ospreay. But yes, not besides all that. But yes, the show looks more fresh. I feel like it's more up. I feel like they want to grab you into the TV. So with that being said, again, their PR people need to see how they broadcast Raw, like what's going to happen on Raw, or like this may happen next week. Like certain things like that. They have to use, I'm not saying use the same formula, but use a formula in that aspect.
Okay.
So yes.
So I should go back and watch this last Wednesday's episode is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Just
Okay. I trust y'all.
Yeah, trust me in SP. We won't guide you into the wrong direction.
Like it's not. People have to understand. I think they think I'm like a never AEW person. That's not the case. I absolutely love most of the talent they have over there.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm a huge Ricky Starks mark. I'm a huge Chris Statlander mark. I love Willow Nightingale, the sweetest person I think I've ever met in my life.
Her and Stokely. Oh my god.
Her and Stokely. It was so cute. So when it went off the air when I was there, they did a whole thing in the ring, and it was cute. And Tony Khan came out and they did a whole thing about this $5 raise, and it was again, it felt like a big family vibe. It was really cool, and I had a great time. But I was like, why don't I get the same feeling when I watch their show? Like it doesn't hook me. And yes, WWE is just something I'm used to. Obviously, I've been a fan for years, but even I'm enjoying this new era of WWE. It feels fresh. It feels different. I'm so glad Kevin Dunn's gone. I cannot explain to you the night and day difference of the fucking camera angles. Like you wouldn't think it'd be that big of a deal, but God, it makes a difference. It's stuff like that. Their marketing, their branding, like it's all feels fresh. So to your point, AEW is kind of with this revamp. So I will try again.
Okay, great, thanks.
I'll try again. I'm obviously a big Sasha Banks Mercedes Mone fan.
Yes, you have to watch live.
I want to watch her. I'm a huge Deonna fan. I love Queen Amanada. I love Thunder Rosa. I love them all.
I'm gonna have to make a sign for Queen Amanada because I know she's gonna be doing a show there. So I have to make sure I make a sign for her because when I seen her the last time in Jersey And I seen her like me and Perry. We marked out like screaming for her up there, and she saw us and she gave us a heart. It was so great. So I was like, oh my God, I want to see her in person. I got to see Queen Amber.
She's just fucking stunning, man. Like,
yes,
stunning. Anyway, got off on a tangent. I apologize. Mercedes Mone is making her long-awaited debut this Wednesday at Big Business. Dynamite Big Business. So we'll see obviously what direction they're going in as far as her story goes. Is she gonna come in as a heel and say like I run this shit? Is she coming in as face?
So many things, so many layers. We don't know. We don't know, Sway.
I met Amanda, one of the fucking nicest.
Oh my God, you met Amanda? She's so sweet, right?
One of the nice. She was like, "Girl, I got you. I'll take care of you." I'm like, "What?"
Excuse me.
She's like, "I've heard all about you. You're amazing." Blah blah. I'm looking at her like, "What?" I need y'all not to talk about me, please. I'm just kidding. No, she is incredible. And I want to see AEW succeed. I just think it's a different formula. It's not for everybody, and that's fine. Just like WWE is not for everybody. But I support the talent over there, and so I want it to succeed. It gives so many people jobs. The thing about all the people backstage, the people that do the ring stuff, the videographers, it gives so many people more jobs in the industry.
Yes.
It employs so many people. It gives fans alternatives and differences, and that's important.
And when they go off the air, you'll see, and they'll have some of the wrestlers and the people like come out and start talking to people, and you start seeing all the people that come out to start breaking everything down. You know how many people are away from their families?
Yeah,
and they do this on a city to city night thing. That's what we're talking about. Like it's a lot. So please let the brand grow. Like these people have jobs. Jobs are very important right now. If you don't know,
correct. Correct.
This country that we're living in right now, it's very important to make sure that you have a job.
A job. So anyway, catch Mercedes this Wednesday on Dynamite. I just want the Tony Storm running. What else? Last night or this morning, whatever you want to call it, Julia from Stardom.
Yeah. It was early this morning.
This morning. Actually, I think it was like late last night.
Was it? Okay.
I think. Anyway, because I remember I was watching her arrive, and it went out when the match came on, so I didn't get to watch the match, so I had to watch the match back. But Julia and Stephanie, I'm saying her last name wrong, Bauer. Did I get it right, guys?
I think so.
SP will tell me.
Right.
Stephanie had a match last night.
And she lost.
And Julia lost. Stephanie is now your new Japan Wrestling Strong Women's Champion. Say that 10 times fast. Julia had, I think, somewhere upward of a 290-day reign or something like that. Great champion, great reign. But of course, this gets people speculating even more. She's now dropped the title.
Where's she gonna go?
It is very possible she is headed to America, but where? AEW, WWE, somewhere else. Obviously with Rossi also TNA. Being gone. TNA. I mean, there are a lot of great options for her that I think she'd be very successful in regardless. I don't know if WWE's for her personally.
I don't think so either.
I think it needs to be TNA or AEW personally, but
and really,
not to say that they group
you can go over
all
to
Japanese
show.
Women together. However, all the Japanese women are currently grouped together. And I don't necessarily want her to be also wrapped up in that.
That's so true.
Just saying, we can spread out the level a bit.
Look at LWO. They did it with all the Latinos. They put all of them together in a faction. And
so I was actually shocked because they didn't. Andrade is actually on the other show.
Well,
by himself. I'm actually kind of shocked because I thought for sure they were going to add his ass to something. Now it looks like he might be kind of mingling with Judgment Day a bit. So that could be interesting, but we'll see.
That is very true. You're right.
Oh yeah, and Dominic Mysterio, he's on the other. He's not part of. I'm not saying that races of the same kind can't be all together in groups,
Yes.
but fuck, we don't have to do it. Stephanie Vacare, roll your R's though. Girl, SP, I cannot roll R's. If I could, Stephanie Vacare.
Vacare.
Can you roll your R's?
No, okay.
Stephanie Vacare. Anyway, she's your new Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Women's title champion. Excuse me. So congratulations to her, and she holds like 3 titles now. Stephanie, 3 belts. Good for her. Again, what's going to happen with Julia? I believe someone challenged her to a match. She still has, I think, till the end of the month with New Japan. With Stardom, so I guess we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where she's headed. Who knows? Either way, I'm excited. And so we'll see where she goes. I think she's incredibly talented. I'm kind of obsessed with Stephanie, I'll be honest. I love her look.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys have seen her, but she looks incredible and amazing. And her name's Stephanie. So, of course, naturally, I have to join the train. Stephanie finished the story before Cody. I know. Cody needs to hurry the shit up because he's taking all the fucking main events. Anyway, sorry.
I don't know, friend. I don't know what's gonna happen with that. Yeah.
No, he needs to finish his goddamn story. I'm done with the story. What the Rock say? Fuck your story. Fuck your story. That's what he said. Okay, and by the way, can I just say that I now will be using on a daily basis. Off is the direction you can fuck. Like I'm going to be using that at all times now because oh my god, I need that. How have I never heard this before? Like you've always heard fuck off, but I have never heard anyone go off is the direction you can fuck. I'm like,
I need who has that video clip? Please send that to me. I need to save that on my phone.
I have it. I will send it to you.
Yes, please.
Because I will be using it probably on a daily basis on wrestling Twitter. Stephanie, like Cody, finishing his story, stole another year of women not headlining. I fucking know. Not only that, but now this man is now going to do 2 main events in one night or in one weekend. 2, night 1 and night 2. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Bayley should be the main event of night 1. Their story has taken 2 years as well. It's been layered. It's been fun. It has consequential results that will happen in celebration when Bayley wins.
Hence why she'll open night.
I think she should open, if you're going to, night 2 has always been looked at more prestigiously than night 1. Have her open night 2 then. If she's not main eventing. She needs to be the first person to get that big pop on night 2.
Yep. I think so. He has to.
It's ridiculous. Like, they should be main eventing night 1. If it was me, I'd have the tag match open.
They're not, girl, they're not opening no show. Come on now, stop that. The girl. Realistically, that is not happening.
You get the crowd started, the crowd hot. You have Dwayne.
No. This entrances alone is taking about 45 minutes.
Do you know?
Stephanie.
Do you know how much pressure there is in the main event? And The Rock hasn't wrestled in over 10 years. I'm just saying he should probably open.
Girlfriend, I love you to death, and I can't wait to meet you in person. But that's not happening, friend. In a real life world, The Rock is on the board, and he is definitely not doing that.
Board the opener.
Sorry. You didn't make me choke.
Sorry. You did the Tony Khan thing with the water right then.
Bayley is the second to last match of night 1 of Mania.
I know they probably will do.
Well,
as they call it, a co-main event. It's probably
there you go. I was to say
the co-main event
because they had Seth and Drew as one of the co-main events.
Well, Drew and Seth, I think, should open one of the nights.
They have absolutely should.
It's the main title. I think it has to. But I think it's already been announced for night 1, right? No, it was announced for night 2. Yeah, because the tag match is night 1. I doubt they have Seth work 2 matches night 1. So I'm assuming night 2, Drew and Seth is happening. So they'll either open or they'll do the co-main event thing. SP, if they open the show, they will go over time. Thus cutting time for the rest of the matches. I don't think you thought this idea through. No, it's fine. It's not going to go over because Dwayne's not talking. He's wrestling. When Dwayne talks, shit goes over.
The cutting time is the entrances. Is going to we have to sing Cody's song. We have to sing Seth's song. Then The Rock comes out. Then Roman. Girl, that is 45. I promise you. Anybody that's watching this, I'm going to tweet it out myself. Then you got to introduce them. Then Samantha has to now introduce all of them. Like, girl, who are we fooling?
The main event of night 1 is going to be the entrances.
The
opener of night 2 will be the tag match.
Okay, all right.
We'll come back to you tomorrow with the match. Okay. Good night. His entrance will go overtime. His Mania matches with Cena went over. You know what, SP? Stop. Stop it.
She's not listening.
I still have hope for Bayley and Io.
What she said. If I had the Nene clip, I'd put it on here right now. I said what I said.
With the neck and everything.
Right.
I know, guys. I'm just a positive Polly who's holding out hope for Bayley and Io. Okay? But since they will not be closing either main event, they need to be the co-main event of night 2. Or no, of night. They need to open night 2. Excuse me. They need to open night 2. Similar to WrestleMania 35, where you had 3 huge baby faces go over, and they had one open, one in the middle, one at the end.
That is true. Very true.
They're going to have to space it out that way because I'm assuming Cody's going over, Bayley's going over. I think Drew's going to go over.
He should.
This is about women's wrestling, so I'm not going to get into it.
Right. I'm about to say, how do we
can fucking talk about how this is not helping Seth in any fucking way other than giving him a main event? Because right now, this other title looks like it just does not matter.
Yep. Poor Drew.
And Drew's probably one of the best characters happening in WWE right now. And so I think he should get the title. I think he should get it in front of fans.
Yep, because he didn't get it in front of fans last time.
So we will see. Anything else we want to talk about in the women's division? Because I know we're going off on so many tangents, and I apologize. But it's been a while since we talked. I like chatting with you guys. So,
guys, please like us, subscribe, share us, put a thumbs up in there, please. We really appreciate you guys. We are a self-funded channel, so please send your super chats. We really appreciate you guys coming with us on this Sunday morning. For us East Coast people, we've lost an hour. Foolishness. So yeah, like I know people are tired and we're here or whatever. So
appreciate being here. Nothing happened to me because I'm in Arizona and nothing changes.
You guys all
my biggest issue with the time change is keeping up where the fuck you guys are. They're like, okay, what time is the show? What time is it where you're at now?
So now, like on Friday,
now you're 3 hours ahead of us instead of 2. You were 2 hours ahead. Now you're 3 hours ahead.
It's dumb.
And I have to keep up with that because most of the people I work with or talk to for wrestling are on the East Coast. So it's fun for me. Hold on. I'm trying to see if is there anything we're missing that we haven't talked about, guys? We've talked about a lot.
I think we've done
you want to talk about Roxanne real quick and this character that's happening?
Oh, that she's like a heel now, and we finally got her like something like a layer has come off
We
her.
Go back and watch Serving Face in Hills like a year and a half ago, maybe even 2 years ago. How long have we been doing this? A year and a half? 2 years? And we talk about Roxanne and how great she is.
Yep.
But we're like, she has no character. Like there's nothing. She's just a great wrestler, which is amazing. But she has no character for you to get behind or against or like boo or cheer. Like you just either like her or you don't, right? which isn't a horrible thing, but if you want to make it to the next level,
we have to see something
you
in
have
you.
to have some kind of look at Tiffany Stratton.
Yep.
She has a character. Now, either love her or hate her. A lot of people love her. As do we.
See her, when you see her, it shows star.
It shows star. Roxanne, while incredible in the ring, I felt like we have really nothing to get behind. And it was like, who is she?
What is
she
her character?
Finally now has this aggressive, more whatever you want to call it character that's kind of it's actually interesting to watch now, right? Like, and it's like, okay, where is this going? What is she doing? Like, she's kind of insane. She just goes around hitting everybody. It's amazing. Tatum Paxley is killing this little stalker-ish, Mickey James-ish role with Lyra Valkyria, and that's been a lot of fun to watch. So NXT also is another one. There's a lot of fun things going on. I feel like Gigi Dolan's kind of gotten lost in the mix of it. I miss what's their names?
Toxic Attraction.
Toxic Attraction. I thought they would have done amazing on the main roster, so I kind of miss. Even without Mandy, I thought
they could have. I think they could have done very well.
Casey Jane and her could have done very well on the main roster.
At least they were a tag team
together, right? I'm like in like a tag team from NXT till now. So, but they didn't do it, and it is what it is. I think that's it, guys. I think
has B-Fab changed her? Like B-Fab is lost in translation.
So she did attack Scarlet's. They're kind of getting them involved a little. She had tennis shoes on.
I'm sorry, what?
B-Fab had tennis shoes on this time instead of heels, so she could really kick some ass.
Okay. Has she? But I've always seen her. Wait, she's always had on heels before?
Usually. It's the first time I think I've seen her in tennis shoes.
Okay.
And some Air Forces.
Okay.
I think they're Air Forces.
I just need the if you're a part of this whole like group of guys that are supposed to be like powerful, a force, and they're in suits and whatnot. I'm not saying we need to put her in a suit, but I feel like I need to see her looking like money.
I would like to see her in a suit. I think that's like bad bitch type stuff.
Good pantsuit. Good showing.
Just saying. Look at Electra Lopez. Electra Lopez had a suit on the other night. A very tight one, but she looked damn good. She looked damn good. She looked like a badass. Like you don't mess with her.
Correct. I agree with you on that.
And we know Sonya can kill some fucking pantsuits. So all I'm saying.
When she was the GM. She was definitely, yep.
I'm just saying, yo.
Take the formula and get like, yeah.
I know.
Fix it.
All right, y'all.
Yes.
It's been real.
Yep.
Go to foryourwear.com. We definitely did not just find out about it today. I'm sure SP told us a year ago and we just ignored him. Go get your Serving Face and Heels merch, your True Hill Heat merch at foryourwear.com. I have to run on there now and get a shirt because
we need it for Mania.
Me and Krssi are gonna be wearing that at Mania because we're gonna meet in person for the first time. But yeah, thank you for joining us on Serving Face and Heels. We'll be here once a month. I just need you guys to have that expectation, and then if we exceed it, be happy.
Yes.
But Miss Krssi, where can they find you, ma'am, when you are not here on Serving Face and Heels?
Friends, you can find me on Fridays. We do the SmackDown review, Know Your Role, on bodyslam.net. So see us there on Fridays. We'll be back together on Friday because we weren't together in like the last couple of weeks. But hey. But life has been lifing, and that's what's happening. Find me on Saturdays, True Hill Heat, 11:05, our flagship show. Find us there. We talk everything wrestling, all the weeks, news, events, all of that jazz. Other than that, I'm on. So we do Serving Face and Hill. We'll be back once a month now. So we'll see you right before. We'll see you Mania Day. I'm gonna make time. We're gonna figure it out. I'll come to your room. You come to my room. We're gonna do
Sunday morning.
Sunday morning. We're gonna do Serving Face and Hill
night 2 Mania. We're gonna try and do a live together.
Yes.
Serving Face and Hills.
I'm gonna tell Perry now, so he don't expect me to be available. Okay.
Perry can be there if he like.
He can.
The kids can be there if they like. I don't care.
They would love that.
We can make this happen. We can just go to the lobby of like your hotel room and make this happen. We need to. And just have little guest appearances throughout, from the kids or Victor or whatever, whatever you want to do. Either way, we're gonna try and make this happen, y'all.
We're gonna make it happen. Yes, we're definitely gonna make it happen.
Sunday morning Mania is what we're.
That'll be our next one, and that'll be
our next episode of Serving Face and Hills. Correct. It'll be epic because it'll be live with us in person next to each other, not 2 screens,
right?
Sitting next to each other, and it's going to be insane.
Yes.
Awesome. You can find me on the Twitter, the X at Stephanie Hypes, TikTok at Stephanie Hypes, Instagram at Stephanie Hypes with 2 S's. And you can find me on Body Slam Net's channel, doing Know Your Role Friday SmackDown recap with my tag team partner over here, Miss Krssi Love. And of course, you can find me on Serving Face and Hills on the True Hill Heat channel. Again, we are promising you once a month. If we do more than that, even better.
Well, we thank you all for watching. Please like and share us and subscribe to the channels. We really appreciate you guys joining us on this Sunday. We will see you soon again. Everyone be safe, enjoy, and we will see you guys later. Peace out.